All right, y'all. Apple and Tesla printed today for me. Listen, I got into Apple almost first thing in the morning because pre-market I saw it going up. My Sammy Buy sell signal tell me, hey, pay attention. I paid attention. The first candle was solid green. We're gonna get into the charts and I'm gonna show you. And then Tesla said, you know what? I'm gonna wake up eventually. When Tesla woke up, it woke up 250% plays. Success. As I was telling you yesterday or last night, I should say, I'm going to start following the two lines. If they're not coming together, I'm going to stay in. And I stayed in and I took profit. I took profit because I started getting busy. And if I'm getting busy, I don't want to just leave my position unattended. I cannot just leave my positions unattended. Me ain't doing that. Yeah, I trust my setup, but I good. So I made two good 50% plays today. I also did some in and outs following my plan with ASTS, a new ticker symbol I want to show you guys. Man, SpaceX is making the space industry just blow up. So I made 3 trades today: AAPL, Tesla, and ASTS. Let's get into the chart. Boom. All right, let's get into these charts. So Apple was telling me something pre-market. I had to stop paying attention from pre-market. Yes, it did go red, but as the opening bell, it shot up. While it was shooting up, I got in. But I kind of waited because Apple like to fake you out. I waited until my first trade wasn't until 9:34. The old Sammy would have probably just gone straight in and then it'll go up and come back down. It did go up. It did wick down all the way down there. It wicked down here, but then it went back up and it was strong. So I got in at around 9:34. These two lines wasn't coming close to each other. So I made some good money and I took profit after this red candle. Then at the same time, I was monitoring Tesla. Tesla had looked very, very similar to Apple. And I said, yeah, man, let me get into some Tesla, man. So I got into Tesla pretty much right at when I sold at 10 o'clock. So today was a longer trade for me. So at 10 o'clock, I got into Tesla and I got out when I saw the indecisive candle. Yes, I could have stayed in Apple longer, but I decided not to. I had made 50% of what I put in twice. So I was happy with that. Then while I was watching the charts, a friend of mine put me on to ASTS and I said, I said, man, I gotta stop paying attention to this thing. It went from like $70 last week to 80, 88 right now. Let's make these things bigger instead of struggling. So let's get into Apple. I got in right at 9:34. So it was up here. It was running. And I got out at this first red candle. Then it started doing this sideways thing and shooting up. I'm glad I did not get out at this first red candle. Me yesterday, I would have probably gotten out at this red candle. But I had my patience. I didn't see these two lines coming together. I got out here 2 reasons. I saw Tesla running, and I don't like to trade 2 tickers at the same time. So once I saw Tesla running and this one turning red, I figured the run was over. I didn't want to gamble my money. I made 50%, had a 50% gain, and I took my profit. Now let's look at Tesla real quick. Around 10 o'clock, Tesla was still green. So I got into Tesla. And I rode it up here. And Tesla to move better than, to me, all the others as far as your option contract, depending on the price range that you chose. Tesla does move really, real good to me. So I got in around 10 o'clock, 10:05, and I got out when I saw this thing being indecisive. It pulled back and as it shot back up, I got out. Then, of course, I could have both trades, I could have stayed in, but coming around 11 o'clock, I don't really like to stay in trades. I just kept my eye on ASTS, as I was telling you earlier, and it started to move as well. It was doing all sorts of things. All sorts of things. I started paying attention to ASTS because I saw huge sell-off, then it started to recover, then it started to form like a W. Oh, what is this W, you may ask? So once it started forming up, I said, this is, wow, this thing engulfed all these others. So I started paying attention to this, and I got in right here and wrote up another 50% or more trade. But I did start reducing my position size as the day started getting later, just in case anything started to go sideways. So I got in when my Sammy Buy sell signal alerted me, and I got out on this red candle. 3 great trades today. Let me tell you, I'm beyond happy of the growth that I am seeing in myself. Take it back to you. No. All right. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? The Sammy Buy sell signal is doing its thing. Sometimes I'm so speechless just to see something that I created like work flawlessly. It's a thing, and it's a beautiful thing. The link is down below. The script is free. Just search for Sammy Buy sell signals on TradingView. You can see my script. Use it. Clear all the junk you have on your chart. Oh, I'm sorry. Correction. Clear all the indicators you have in your chart and just use the Sammy Buy sell signals, and you'll be good to go. I also explained how TradingView does work for me in another video, and you're going to see it. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just what works for me. What works for me may not work for you, but we could definitely learn together. Real trades, no hype, never count yourself out. Blessings, my blessings, my blessings.